Hi, welcome to another episode of 2 Minutes on Tuesday. I am Sam Miller, and today we're going to talk about buying your first house. And mom and dad, or grandma, grandpa, aunt, uncle, if you're watching, I want you to think about what the reason was that you wanted to buy your first house many years ago. Because really, some people think it's for the financial investment is why kids buy their first house. And that couldn't be further from the truth in 99% of all the people who buy. It's an emotional reason. There's something going on in their life that causes them to want to have their own home. One, maybe they just want to have their own place and have some freedom or a fresh start or have their friends over, maybe a lifestyle change, or maybe their family is changing. Maybe they're a couple now, or maybe they've just had their first child. Maybe they've been renting and they don't like where they're at. Maybe the neighborhood is changing, or maybe there's challenges with noise or people coming all hours of the night. Who knows, maybe in the wintertime, they don't like parking their car out at the street and it's got snow and ice on it and they'd like to have a house with a garage. There's always a reason that causes someone to want to make a move. So one of the things I wanted to mention is when you're renting, you're paying for a home. It's just not for your home. You're paying for a home for your landlord and you just get the benefit of living there. The challenge though, I want you to think back, rent rates. What have rent rates done over time? Years ago when I first got in the real estate business, rents were in the $350, $400 range. And now rents for 2-bedroom apartments are approaching $800 and $900. So the challenge is the rent just keeps going up. So also owning a home, it can be like a forced savings account. Each month that you make a monthly payment, it's actually going towards something. In most cases over time, if you look last 10, 20 years, houses have consistently gone up in value, but at the same time, the loan balance of the house goes down. So it's like a forced savings account in later life. I wanted to show you something. I thought this was interesting. This is basically a chart that shows you where the interest rates were. And if you look back in the 1970s, they were almost 9%. And then basically in the 80s, 12%. Almost 13. 1990s, they dropped down to 8%. The 2000s, 6.2. And today, we're in the 4% range for mortgage rates. Now, what's interesting, this graph shows you the direction of where interest rates have gone in the last 12 months. And the reality is the rates have gone from 3.97 to 4.22. And the belief is the rates are going to continue to go up. So I've got another graph. And one basically is showing what the predictions are for where the rates are supposed to go, or where they expect them to go, is somewhere between 4.1 clear up to 4.9, 4.5. That's a significant increase. And the reason it's significant is because it affects your buying power, how much money you can afford to spend. So, a $100,000 loan, or a $100,000 home for that matter, at 3.75% interest, the payment's $463, but if that rate jumps up 1%, you're only, instead of being able to afford a $100,000 home, you're only going to be able to afford a $90,000 home because of the difference in that interest rate. So the time, if you're going to make a move, is certainly to always take advantage while the interest rates are lower. And that's the opportunity time, because you can lock that rate in for the full length of the loan, usually 30 years. So that, because if you continue to rent, the rent rate, I guarantee over time just keeps going up, up, and up. So anyway, that's my 2 minutes for Tuesday today. I'm Sam Miller, RE/MAX Stars Realty. If you have questions, give us a call, 740-397-7800, or feel free to email us, samsells@sammiller.com. Until next week, thanks a lot. Bye.